What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're anything like me, your schedule is absolutely packed. Between work, family, and just life in general, finding time for the gym can feel impossible. But what if I told you that you do need a gym membership or hours of free time to build serious muscle and transform your body? It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, stick around, because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact, practical blueprint for building muscle from the comfort of your own home, even with the busiest of schedules. We're going to break it all down, step by step, so you can finally start seeing the results you've been dreaming of. So, the first hurdle is always time. How do you fit workouts into a day that's already overflowing? The key is to be intentional. Forget trying to find a random hour. Instead, look at your weekly calendar and schedule your workouts like you would any important meeting. Block out 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. That's it. It could be first thing in the morning before anyone else is awake, during your lunch break, or right after you wrap up work for the day. The specific time doesn't matter as much as the consistency. The goal is to make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Treat it with the same importance as a client, call, or a doctor's appointment. Remember, even a short focused session is infinitely better than no session at all. This isn't about finding time. It's about making time for what's important, your health. Now, let's talk about equipment. You might be picturing a garage full of expensive machines, but you really don't need all that to get started. Honestly, you can achieve incredible results with just a few key items. The absolute most versatile and cost-effective pieces of equipment are a set of adjustable dumbbells and a few resistance bands. Adjustable dumbbells are amazing because they replace an entire rack of weights, saving you a ton of space and money. You can go from light to heavy in seconds, which is perfect for a variety of exercises. Resistance bands are another game changer. They're lightweight, portable, and perfect for warming up, adding resistance to bodyweight exercises, or even getting a great workout in when you're traveling. If you want to add one more thing, consider a sturdy pull-up bar that fits in a doorway. These three things, dumbbells, bands, and a pull-up bar, form a complete home gym that can hit every single muscle group effectively. With our schedule and equipment sorted, how should we structure our workouts? For busy people, a full-body split is often the most efficient approach. Instead of dedicating entire days to specific body parts like chest day or leg day, you'll work your entire body in each session. This is fantastic for a few reasons. First, it increases your total weekly training volume for each muscle group, which is a key driver of growth. Second, if you miss a day due to an unpredictable schedule, it's no big deal. You haven't skipped training an entire muscle group for a week. You'll just hit it again in your next session. We'll aim for 3 full-body workouts per week on non-consecutive days. For example, you could train on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This gives your muscles 48 hours to recover and grow between sessions, which is absolutely crucial for progress. So what does a full-body workout actually look like? We want to focus on compound movements. These are exercises that work multiple muscle groups at the same time, giving you the most bang for your buck. A great template for each workout is to include a push, a pull, a hinge, a squat, and a core exercise. Let's build a sample workout. For your push movement, you could do dumbbell bench presses or push-ups. For your pull, dumbbell rows or pull-ups if you have a bar. For your squat movement, goblet squats holding a dumbbell are fantastic. For the hinge, Romanian deadlifts with dumbbells will target your hamstrings and glutes. And finally, for your core, you can finish with a plank or some leg raises. Aim for 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions for each exercise. This rep range is the sweet spot for hypertrophy, which is just the scientific term for muscle growth. Let's look at another example for your next workout day to keep things fresh. You could do an overhead press for your push movement, targeting the shoulders. For your pull, you could use a resistance band for face pulls to hit your upper back. Instead of goblet squats, you could try lunges with dumbbells. For your hinge, glute bridges are a great option, maybe with a dumbbell on your hips for added weight. Then, for core, try some Russian twists. You see the pattern. You're still hitting all the major movement patterns, but you're using different exercises to challenge your muscles in new ways. Having 2 or 3 go-to full-body workouts that you can cycle through is a perfect strategy. It prevents boredom and ensures your body is constantly adapting. The most important thing is to focus on your form. It's better to lift a lighter weight with perfect technique than to swing around a heavy weight and risk injury. Now, we need to talk about the single most important principle for building muscle: progressive overload. This sounds complicated, but the concept is simple. To grow, your muscles need to be challenged with more than they're used to. You have to consistently increase the demand you place on them over time. So, how do we do that at home? The most obvious way is to increase the weight. If you did goblet squats with a 30-pound dumbbell for 10 reps this week, try to use a 35-pound dumbbell next week. If you don't have a heavier weight, you can increase the number of reps. Maybe you stick with the 30-pound dumbbell but aim for 12 reps instead of 10. Another great method is to increase the number of sets. Do 4 sets instead of 3. You can also decrease your rest time between sets. Resting for 60 seconds instead of 90 makes the workout more intense. The key is to track your workouts. Write down the exercises, weight, sets, and reps you do in every session. This way, you can look back and ensure you're always striving to do a little bit more than last time. Without progressive overload, you're just exercising. You're not training for growth. Of course, all the training in the world won't build muscle if your nutrition isn't on point. You can't build a house without bricks, and you can't build muscle without protein. For muscle growth, you should aim to consume about 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight each day. Spread this intake throughout the day. Good sources include chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, and protein powder, which is incredibly convenient for busy schedules. Secondly, you need to be in a slight calorie surplus. That means eating slightly more calories than your body burns. You don't need to stuff yourself, but a small surplus of 200 to 300 calories is enough to fuel muscle growth without adding too much fat. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods, lean proteins, complex carbs like oats and sweet potatoes, and healthy fats like avocados and nuts. And don't forget to hydrate. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Nutrition doesn't have to be complicated. Prioritize protein and eat enough to fuel your goals. So, you're being consistent, you're applying progressive overload, and you're eating right. When will you see results? This is where patience becomes your greatest asset. Building muscle is a marathon, not a sprint. You won't look like a bodybuilder overnight. In the first few weeks, you'll likely notice you feel stronger. You'll be able to lift more weight or do more reps. This is your nervous system becoming more efficient. The visible physical changes usually start to become noticeable after about 2 to 3 months of consistent training and proper nutrition. You might see more definition in your arms or shoulders, or find your clothes fitting a little differently. Take progress pictures every 4 weeks in the same lighting and poses. The mirror and photos are often a better indicator of progress than the scale, because as you build muscle, you might gain weight, which is a good thing. Celebrate the small wins, trust the process, and stay consistent. The results will come. So there you have it, a complete guide to building muscle at home, no matter how busy you are. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways. First, schedule 3 to 4 short workouts per week and treat them as non-negotiable appointments. Second, invest in a few key pieces of equipment like adjustable dumbbells and resistance bands. Third, focus on full-body workouts built around compound movements. Fourth, and most importantly, consistently apply progressive overload by always trying to do a little more. And finally, fuel your body with enough protein and calories to support growth. It really is that simple. You don't need a fancy gym or a ton of free time. You just need a smart plan and the discipline to execute it. You have the power to build the body you want, right from your own home. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this guide helpful and feel empowered to start your own home fitness journey. If you got value from this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more no-nonsense fitness content. And drop a comment below, letting me know what your biggest challenge is when it comes to working out at home. I'd love to hear from you. Now go out there and start building. See you in the next one.